All right, so we are in another Remax Edge Momentum Maximum Results Program Open House Boot Camp, right? So when we think open houses, we immediately think of just balloons and signs and just, maybe putting some candles, some baking some cookies, but open houses is a lot more than that. So let's get right into it. So holding an effective open house. First, pricing according to your goals, high traffic areas shows well inside and out. Now, being in New York, we know that when we were doing multifamily houses, this is quite challenging, right? Because on the single family side, it's usually the owner, and the owner usually is able to prep the place up. It's harder to get a tenant to prep the place up. But there is some common sense practice. It is your job, it is your duty to talk to tenants. Why? Let me give you one tip when talking to a tenant, to sell them on the fact that they should keep the house somewhat clean, right? Especially when you're talking 3-4 family properties. So if an investor comes by and they're going to be buying these multifamily houses, wouldn't it make sense that if the investor is not going to completely just trust you when it comes to purchasing the property and saying, well, the tenants are good, they're going to be experiencing the tenants when they come see the place. So it should show well inside and out. And when I say show well, it should show the best it can. So you should have a conversation. It's your duty to have a conversation with the tenant. Now, another thing for holding effective open house when it comes to, New York City and multifamily houses, is also, again, tenants, right? So you should also sell the tenant on the fact that, a couple of things. Number one, the fact that sometimes having open houses allows you to get through more showings than having private showings during the week. So that is what I found, right? And of course, in a high traffic area, you're going to generate leads, and that's what we're going to talk about today. This could be a lead generation machine, right? So if you're going to have the open house with just one yard sign or one marker right in the front, you're really not having the most effective open house, because you want to generate much traffic. You want people to know that you're in the neighborhood having an open house. Your brand is in the neighborhood having an open house. Okay, preparation. Now, by the way, guys, I cannot sit here and claim to be the guy who is always prepared for these open houses, so I know what it's like. I know what it's like to think about that open house you're having it on a Sunday, and you're thinking about on Saturday night, oh my gosh, I didn't prepare. So, but as you get more experience in the business, you know that preparing is the key to almost everything in this business, right? So let's start this. Advertise the home 3 days before with a time sign only, right? So this is something that I don't see often anymore, but what's interesting, it's actually a pretty effective tool. So on the yard sign, you should put an open house this Sunday, right? Or this Saturday, whatever day you're going to be holding the open house. That will start to generate traffic. Right there, people just driving around, and I get it. People are using websites every day now. They're using apps, but guess what? People still driving around, and randomly, if they see an open house, they might not have checked Zillow, they might not check Realtor, they might have checked any website for that matter, but seeing a yard market that says open house, it could invite the neighborhood, and a neighbor who is not necessarily looking for a house might call their friends to tell them there's open house for sale. So I would use a time sign. I hope you guys know what I'm talking about. Underneath the for sale, there is a sign that says this Sunday, open house 1 to 3. Inform 50 neighbors of the open house. We're going to be talking about that in the next page. Remember, this is a numbers game, and for those that are not, so those networkers that are not excited about door knocking or cold calling, why not invite the neighbors? Be neighborly, Why? A couple of reasons. Again, neighbors are curious. They may be interested in selling their own house. They want to see what this house looks like, and neighbors also may know somebody, so they can go sell the house to their friends or family or whoever else they might sell it to. Because they're going to call and say, oh my gosh, there's a house that came up for sale right down the block from me. Great house. I went to the open house last week, and I want to share this with you. So invite the neighbors. Buy a clipboard. Now, here's fun. In fact, there's a couple of apps out there right now, and I've noticed that people are not even using the apps. I would suggest buying a clipboard. Why? With all the technology in the world that we have today, clipboard still looks official. It looks like you're going into some type of event and you're holding it up and you're able to engage, right? So most agents are not engaged in open houses. They're picking their feet up, they're relaxing, watching TV, listening to some music, or for that matter, in these days, people are checking their phones, right? Watching Facebook, watching YouTube, reading the Facebook updates. Stay engaged. If you're going to spend 2 to 3 hours there, work. Have a clipboard. So when people come in, I'm going to talk about this a lot today. Don't be the lazy agent. And you remember, dose of truth serum here. Don't be the lazy agent and just say, go sign into the sheet over there. Because then you're wondering why they're putting Mickey Mouse at AOL.com and my phone number is 718-123-4567. You're wondering why. You're not engaging. So when you're not engaging, those people, ready? Those people that may not be ready to buy because they came to an open house for less sales pressure, right? Open means they just come on in, no pressure. That's why they're not putting their name and phone number down. They may not be ready yet, and plus they don't know you, you're a stranger. So when you hold a clipboard, you're engaging in a conversation with the customer, and from my experience, they're less likely to put fake information. Less likely to put fake information. Why? Human to human interaction. I look at your eyes, you look at my eyes and say, hi, what is your name? What is your full name? What is your email address? And I'm writing this down. It's very important when you write things down. What's your email address? Okay, and the reason why, and ready, remember, always close the loop. The reason why I ask for your email address is because if I have any other listings in the neighborhood or off-market listings, I'm going to send it to you. Would you be open to receiving that type of communication? I'm never going to spam you with stuff that doesn't matter, meaning I'm going to be sending you stuff that is relevant to real estate, market trends, and real estate information. Now, that, my friends, is a sales pitch to get data. We're in the data-driven society. How much does a lead cost online today? Guys, leads right now in Brooklyn, in Staten Island, in Manhattan, I mean, they're in Queens, they're ranging anywhere from like $70 all the way to $2,000 per phone call. So at an open house, you'll be able to collect the data. So print open house register. Print tax records, MLS sheets, as much data as possible to make the customer feel comfortable. But Mike, I don't want to give all away the information. Got to show some value, guys. Got to show value so they can have a conversation with you to know, like, and trust you, whether they're going to buy that house or create a future relationship with you to buy something else or to sell something else. Print the summary support pages for all active homes in the area. So if there's other properties in the area, guess what? Why is it that agents don't market other properties, even for, not market, I'm sorry, don't have other listings available in the area? Why? If you had 3 other comparables, what if the customer know, liked, and trusts you, and then they say, hey, I saw that 123 Main Street online. Could you show me that? It's a numbers game, folks. So those people start, you put the fish net out there, right? You threw the net, and now they came to your open house. Now you've got more lead opportunities. So why are you not showing other, especially in an office? You're not marketing someone else's listings. You're displaying simply the competition of this house. And for my co-op and condo friends that are out there, hello, hello. Why would you not talk about the other units in the building? Can I ask you that? Because it's so simple. And guys, right? When I say simple, I'm a guy who's done it before. So it's not like I've read a book and say, oh, it's so simple. Just go do as I say, but not as I do, right? So when you're inside the open house and there's 2 other units in there, why would you not have a conversation? Why would you not have a conversation? Right, think about this. If you had 3 customers come to your open house, and then you talked about the 2 units upstairs, and 2 out of 3 customers want to see the other 2 units, you just increase the number of appointments by 4. Okay, each one of those people will see another 2 units each. There's 4 more appointments, right? So think about if you had 4 open houses in a month and the same result came, 4 more appointments each. It's 16 more appointments in a 10-month year. Just because you took 2 months vacation, okay? That's 160 more appointments. Can I ask you a question? Will 160 more appointments Will that get you another deal? I don't know. Think about it. But most agents, oh, I'm so busy, I'm so busy, I'm so busy. It's a numbers game, folks. Get out there. Oh, the leads, I don't want to work with anybody who's not motivated. Oh my goodness. Not motivated? I don't even know what a motivated buyer looks like. What? You don't know what a motivated buyer? Guys, it's all about increasing the number of appointments, and you will find people's motivations because why? Motivation changes from time to time. All right, let's continue. Prepare a set of basic pricing tools, right? So the same way you run comparables for your seller, you should be able to validate the pricing of this property. That's all preparation. Can you imagine? But if you're doing it Saturday, 9 p.m., like most of the agents are doing,